Welcome, Tailgate Legends, to week 5 of the NFL. Uh, I honestly can't even believe that our regular season is already a third of the way over. It's been a really fun year so far, a lot of exciting stuff, but it flies by every year. But yeah, I got a great video today. Going to talk about last week's matchups, who won, who lost. Going to talk about next week's matchups, who I think is going to win, and who I think is going to lose. And then in the middle there, we're going to do what I think are the top 10 most overpaid players in this league. So let's start it off right away. Last week we had Burns against Ricky 2000, Roofer. Very poor showing from both these guys. Burns, low score of the week. That doesn't happen to you very often, but only 80 points. You're going to lose 99% of the time. You put up fucking 80 points. Brady only got you 3. I mean, you're starting Trey Quinn and Tariq Cohen. I mean, Tariq Cohen's not bad, but I mean, I would never want to have to start Tariq Cohen ever. Or Trey Quinn. I mean, I know Terry McLaurin's out, but that just sucks. And then Vernon Davis. I mean, you're hurting, buddy. You're hurting. So only 80 points, and then on the other side, Roofer, you got the win, but can't feel too good about it. You got Wayne Gallman was your high scorer of the week, and you're not going to have him forever. Mark Ingram, he faced a really good Cleveland defense. I didn't think he was going to have that bad of a week, but he did. And then Chris Carson had a good showing. Then you had Deshaun Watson, yada, yada, yada. So that's that. Both you guys got to kind of get your shit together a little bit, but yeah. Next, we're going to go to Cheeseheads with Attitude against Evan Shearer. Evan took this one predictably. Landon, 111 points most of the time. Probably not going to get a win. Not unless you're facing Burns, apparently. But Evan had a good showing, 132. Jameis Winston went nuts. He's having a really good year. I know because I have Mike Evans, and Mike Evans is also tearing it up. But so is Chris Godwin. So for you to have Jameis Winston and Chris Godwin, that connection right there is completely saving your season. Delvin Cook's had a really good year so far. He was so-so last week, but David Montgomery has not looked that great. Neither has Tyler Boyd. Neither has Adam Thielen. Both of your tight ends, Kittle was on a bye week, but Kelsey and Kittle, they're not getting you like crazy points either. So, yeah, Winston and Godwin, man, they're just carrying your squad. But 132 should get it done most weeks. So, yeah, got the win. Next, we had Weiler, Hot Chub Time Machine, Lemke. Great matchup. Weiler lost by 30. I mean, getting beat by 30 seems like you got destroyed. And you did get destroyed. You lose by 30, you got destroyed. But it didn't really feel like that in this game because you still put up 150. Squad looks good. Austin Eckler. With Melvin Gordon coming back, it's going to be really tough to see what happens with that running back situation. But yeah, you had Mahomes didn't even show out this week. Still put up 150. No, Lemke, your team went bonkers this week. Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, all three of them had crazy games. Dak Prescott only got you 8 points. 8 points from your quarterback, and you still put up 180. I think I face you not this week, but next week. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Lemke stays undefeated. Weiler got the first loss. Next, we have Mr. Fist against me. Kaiser Soze. I got the win, 132 to 115. Your team doesn't even look that bad. I mean, Hardman put up less than a point, zero point 0.9 points. Odell only put up 3 points. Chark put up 6. Leonard Fournette went bonkers, put up 36 points. Uh, Overall, like I had an okay week. Zeke and Amari Cooper kind of got bottled up by the Saints defense. Joe Mixon, that offensive line looks like shit. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I'll try to figure something out. But um, yeah, Russ didn't have that good of a week. I still put up 132, so I feel good about it. Like I said, most weeks you're going to get a win if you put up 130 plus. Um, but I didn't put up 200 again, but 132 got the win. So next we got Greasers against Pump and Munch. Greasers put up 131. I think that's the best showing of the year for them. Stafford put up 30. Connor, 26, had his best game. Robert Woods, 26, had his best game. Hopkins only got you 3. That's not going to happen probably ever again. Pump and Munch, you don't have that bad of a team. I mean, Jared Goff, 24. Aaron Jones, 14, 15, almost 15. That's a good start, but then you got Stephon Diggs. I know, like, the Antonio Brown shit happened, so that sucks. But, yeah, Stephon Diggs is underperforming crazy. Like, it's insane what's happened to that Vikings offense. And then Nelson Aguilar getting you 0. DK Metcalf getting you less than 1 point. So you started 4 receivers, and you ended up getting 18 points from your 4 receivers combined. Not going to get it done. So, got some work to do. Greasers get the win. Shit the Bed Fred against Fat Bottom Girlies. Boggs gets the win. I thought Prusky would get the win, but he shit the bed. So, Rodgers put up really good numbers. Derrick Henry's okay. Carlos Hyde, 10. Miles Sanders, 10. Not even that bad. I mean, that's a decent start. But then Juju gets you 1 point. MVS gets you 6 points. So you got 7 points from your receivers. And those are 2 decent receivers. Yeah, that's just not going to get it done. Mason Rudolph going into Monday Night Football. Got it done. I thought that Prusky was going to get the win because I'm like, if Mason Rudolph has a good week, more than likely a decent amount of that work is going to go to Juju. None of it went to Juju. Like, none of it. So Mason Rudolph puts up 22 going into that week, and then Boswell and Juju combined for 11 points. Prusky loses. Boggs gets the win. Neither team put up a crazy amount of points. Yeah, both teams probably lose against everybody else except Yacht and Burns this week, I guess. But, yeah, Boggs gets the win. All right, so here we go. I'm going to talk about who I think are the top 10 most overpaid players. I'm also going to give you position ranks so far this year. But this isn't just for this year. This is moving forward and including this year, and it's based off of just ranks, performance, who I think are the most overpaid players in this league. I'm going to start with number 10 because these are ranked in order of who I think are the most overpaid. This is an actual order. So number 10 most overpaid player, I'm going to go with Le'Veon Bell. He's $102. Right now, he's had a bye week already, but he only ranks 24th out of all the running backs. He ranks 24th in the league. And then if you look at points per game, he's still only like 19th. So even though he's had that bye week, his points per game still sucks. Now, moving forward, I think Le'Veon Bell can turn it around once Sam Darnold comes back. Maybe. But he doesn't look like the same player. $102 is a lot of money. Just because you perform, I mean, I could have the number 1 scoring player in the league, and if he's $200, then, like, I don't know, what does it matter? So Le'Veon Bell, number 10. Number nine, I have Jarvis Landry. He is $71. Right now, he has played all 4 weeks. He did get the concussion, but that was fourth quarter, late in the game last week. He ranks 29th out of all the receivers in our league right now. Yeah, to pay somebody $71, and he, even when you paid him, even last year, he wasn't a great player. He's a good player, but he's not great. Yeah, and $71 is a lot of money. So Jarvis Landry, number 9. Number 8, I have Melvin Gordon. Now, he has not played this year, and I believe that he can come back this year and be a really good running back. However, he is $98. And you do have Austin Eckler on your team, Weiler, but I fear that there's going to be a little bit of a bigger share there with Eckler and Melvin Gordon, which doesn't bode well because then you have to start both. And I know you have in the past. However, it kind of limits you to your ceiling. So Melvin Gordon, number 8, $98. Number 7, I have Marvin Jones, $48. He ranks 31st. He's only 2 behind Jarvis Landry, and I know he's $23 cheaper than Landry. However, I think Landry's ceiling is probably a little bit higher than Marvin Jones is. Marvin Jones is the kind of guy, he'll get you 2 or 3 good weeks, and then he's going to get you nothing. So Marvin Jones, I have number 7, most overpaid player. Number 6, I have Stephon Diggs. He is $50, and he ranks, out of just receivers, he ranks 60th. He has played all 4 games this year. 60th in the NFL, or in our league, in scoring. Now, obviously, I think he can turn it around. It's Stephon Diggs. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that Vikings offense because Kirk Cousins sucks so bad. I wouldn't feel great about it. I think he can turn it around. I'm glad that he's not on my team and I have to worry about him turning it around because I think there is a real chance that he doesn't. So 60th in our league in points, $50. Number 5, I have Cam Newton. He's $40. And the reason I have him in the top 5 is because he is a quarterback where this is a quarterback-heavy league. You can have an average quarterback and put up good points. Cam looks like he's probably on the downswing of his career already. And I don't like the goofy shit that he wears. So I kind of had to put him in the top 5. I don't like the scarf thing. I don't know what it is about the scarves and the hats. It just bothers me. I don't know why, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling Cam. $40, a lot of money, and right now he ranks 34th in scoring. Now, obviously, he's missed some games and he's missed some time, but even his average points is not that good. So, Cam, number 5. Number 4, I have Odell Beckham Jr. I think most of you guys saw this coming. He's $125, and right now he ranks 26th. Ranks 26th in scoring in our league for just receivers. Just receivers. He is the highest paid player in our league, and he ranks 26th in his position. So, really tough for me not to put him in the top 5. I think he's still going to have a decent year, but a lot of this is just, he's $125. That's so much money. So much money. That's over a quarter of your salary for one diva receiver who is always hurt. It's crazy. Number 3, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, this next one, it hurts me. It hurts me to say it. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, he is $77. He's $77. He ranks among quarterbacks 15th in our league. 15th. That is such an obnoxious number for somebody who is widely known for years as the best quarterback possibly of all time. Of all time. Certainly one of the best fantasy football quarterback. I mean, there was a time where Aaron Rodgers was going in the first round every single year. It hurts me to say this because, first of all, no other quarterback salary touches this one. The only other one is Russell Wilson, who is at least a top 3 scoring player at $66. Aaron Rodgers is $77, and he is ranked 15th. There is Case Keenum. Case Keenum has scored 17 less points than Aaron Rodgers, and Case Keenum is a free agent. 17 less points, and he's a free agent. You could literally, for $77, pick up Case Keenum and pick up another $72 player who's probably going to make up that 15-point difference. It's so obnoxious. Aaron Rodgers doesn't look like the same player. He just doesn't look himself, and he hasn't looked himself for a few years. And any real Packer fan who isn't like crazy and, for anybody who's actually watching the games knows Aaron Rodgers right now is not the same player, and I don't know if he's ever going to be, and that sucks. So Aaron Rodgers, number 3. I'm very passionate about that, by the way. Number 2, I have Hunter Henry. This is pretty obvious. He is $60, $60 freaking dollars, and he's played one game this year. He's played less than 5 games in 3 years. Like, it's crazy that somebody paid $60 for him. Burns. I mean, I could have called it, like, if you would have asked me, hey, who do you think is really going to overpay for Hunter Henry in the free agent auction? First answer, Burns. Burns absolutely going to overpay for this motherfucker. You love your tight ends. I don't know why. I get it, though, I guess. But, yeah, Hunter Henry, $60, self-explanatory. Can't even stay on the field. When he is on the field, what tight end is worth $60? No tight end. Rob Gronkowski in his prime, maybe worth $60. Fucking Hunter Henry. All right. Number 1. My number 1 most overpaid player in this league is Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, at the beginning of the year, before all the craziness happened, at $67, looked like, oh man, Yacht probably got a pretty good deal there. Gonna have Stephon Diggs, gonna have Antonio Brown. Wow, good job. That fucking backfired. Antonio Brown isn't even in the league right now. Who knows if he's gonna come back, when he's gonna come back, what's gonna happen. You're paying a man $67 to do nothing, to literally do nothing, to be an asshole, I guess. Yeah, so Antonio Brown, who knows when he's coming back. Most overpaid player. The most overpaid player in this league. Through no fault of your own, Yacht. Nobody could have seen it coming. But that sucks. All right, so I'm going to run down next week's matchups quick and let you know who I think's going to win. So started off with my matchup. We have me, Kaiser Soze, against Ricky 2000. I am going to take me in this matchup. Yeah, I'm going to take me in this matchup. Although, again, like I said in my video last week, Derek's a lot like the Houston Texans, where it's like, I don't really want to play him because he is good enough to beat, really anybody on any given week. Mark Ingram could go off. Like, he has a few players that could just go nuts and just beat me. So, but I'm going to take me. Next, we have Cheeseheads with Attitude against Greasers. Taking Greasers. Landon, I am going to bet against you every single week, and I'm probably going to win most weeks. So, sorry about it, buddy. Yeah, taking Greasers there all day. Then we have Burns against Mr. Fist. Gar, your team has not looked that bad. A lot like the Raiders this year. It's looked bad at times and then not bad at times. Burns, uh, yeah, your team doesn't look that good. It doesn't look that bad either, though. Like, you got Alvin Kamara, you got David Johnson, you got Julio Jones. Um, I just, I don't know, there's something about your team. It could blow up one week and then just do nothing the next week. I am going to take Burns in this one. However, would not surprise me one bit if Gar got the win. Would not surprise me one bit. Burns, I think you're a little more top heavy. So that's why I'm taking you. All right. Next, we have Pump and Munch against Evan Shearer. I am taking Evan in this one. Evan, your team is starting to kind of round out pretty nicely. You have a solidified quarterback and a solidified receiver in Godwin and Winston. You do have Dalvin Cook, and you have a couple other receivers. You're pretty deep at receiver, and you're deep at tight end. You got Kittle and Kelsey. But you got to stop starting both of them, man. Like, you have better receivers. Those receivers. If you think that George Kittle has a higher ceiling than like Julian Edelman, you're crazy. You're crazy. As a tight end, on average, like, I guess Kittle might have a higher ceiling, maybe for, I don't know, but I doubt it. Like, more weeks than not, Julian Edelman is going to outscore George Kittle. But, Evan, I'm going to take you in that one. So, next, we have Lemke against Boggs. Most years, this would be a really fun matchup. I think Lemke, I think you have a pretty superior team this year, so I'm going to take you. However, Boggs, I think his team could start to come back around. I think Josh Gordon's going to get it going. Michael Thomas doesn't look that bad with Teddy Bridgewater, and he's going to get Breeze back, so that'll help him out. But yeah, no, Lemke, I'm going to take you in this one. And then we have Prusky, shit the bed Fred, against Weiler. Prusky, you are in trouble here. You are in serious trouble, sir. You are 1-3, and now you're playing Weiler, who has a pretty superior team, and I am taking Weiler in this matchup. If you lose this week, Prusky, oh man, that would put you at 1-4. Yeah, you're in trouble. At 1-4, you're in trouble. We're 5 weeks into the season. There's only 13 weeks, and 5 weeks into the season, you're 1-4. That's not good. Also, let me know if you want a player. I'll trade you a good player for your first rounder if you lose this week, or even if you win this week. Hit me up. Yeah, so that's that. Those are the matchups this week. Kind of a less than stellar week for matchups wise. I think for the most part, I think we know who's going to win this week. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Yeah, have fun this week, guys.